Stormtrooper LU-3000, aka Commander Stank, modified his own armour to run on kyber crystals, shooting repulsor blasts and uni-beams, plus using his jets to be airborne. So here he is, the Iron Trooper, all finished and completed, and I have added a few extra things to him since the tutorial, so we'll go through that as we go through the actual review of him. But first of all, I want to go through what paints I've used. So first of all, for the actual main body, I use this Tamiya paint, and it's LP46, and it is called Pure Metallic Red, and it actually shows off really nicely, really displays that metallic on there. However, using this was probably the most horriblest paint that I've used. It goes really really tacky really quickly, and as I was spreading it over, it was a bit horrible. I did have a nasty accident up here and I had to sand it all down because part of the glue, I think from this part here, it kind of just bled over him, unfortunately. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, but be cautious with it and just keep washing that paintbrush every few minutes or so, because it does make the paintbrush really tacky. Or I'm probably just using it wrong, to be honest. Other paints that I've used is obviously the Gold Leaf, and this one here is called X12 Gold Leaf. All these paints as well I'll put in the description down below, affiliated with Amazon, so if you do purchase on Amazon through those links, then it does help out the channel if you wanted to recreate this guy. The Gold Leaf was actually quite fine, it just needed a few coats over certain areas on there. And since then I have gone over and done a few chippings and stuff on the actual figure, and that was just using the flat aluminium XF16 and then creating the blue on his visor, which is the same blue that we used on the Captain America, which was the SkyBlue X14, and then that was the main one, that was the darker point that I've used on here, and then I just combined it with the white X2 on there to make a lighter blue, and then we done white in the middle, so it went from this together and then this one, just making up that T-visor and that extra part in the middle there. So the other part we used as well are these little Lego studs. You get them quite often now, just a little flat piece here. I did Dremel around the inside to make it a little bit more round, and we just Dremeled the inside of his chest as well, and we put that in there, and then obviously just painted over the top of it. And actually the look of it's actually come out really well, and a lot better than I actually thought, to be honest. So what have I added to this figure? So apart from the weathering that around on here, I've actually added a bootleg sand trooper that I had left over, that I just kind of added that belt on there, and I chopped off the sort of ammo pouches on the side just to give him that extra kind of a bit more robust. I just found that he just looked a little bit too much like the classic Iron Man. There's just too much gold showing and not the Mark III from Iron Man 1. So I've done these extra red marks around on here, around on his sort of upper thighs, just to show off the gold, and around just a simple kind of pattern around on the outside there. On the arms kind of did the same kind of thing around on the outside, and then over the little arch parts as well that you see. And yeah, apart from that, it looks pretty cool. Obviously I've done all the chippings and whatnot with that silver paint, added the extra sort of thrusters down here on his jetpack, and yeah, I'm actually really chuffed with how he's turned out. I think he looks absolutely phenomenal. So on the belts as well, so as you can tell from a normal Stormtrooper belt or Clone Trooper, these are the front parts that you see. So we glued those on there, and then the side parts as well, and just turned them into little repulsors that fit on his arm. I really wanted to make a repulsor that fits into his hand, but there was no way I was going to spread these hands out at all. So I haven't got any spare ones either, otherwise I would have done that. But yeah, apart from that, he's absolutely cool. I'm not too sure if I do like the jetpack on him or not, so I kind of gave him the magnet so I can take it on and off if I want to, and using the Boba Fett kind of jetpack thrusters from the new Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, these actually do fit into peg holes, which is absolutely really cool. So we can actually bring his legs right up and just make him look like he's actually hovering around, making these thrusters out of his legs, which is really cool. And that's kind of it really. I just really want to show this guy off, really sort of bring him to you, and just what you can do with a bootleg figure, and sort of carrying on that sort of superhero week really. So we can actually bring him in line now with his other guys that can follow next to him into battle. So we've got Captain America and we've got the Batman one, and that kind of brings it to a nice fantastic close, and they look incredible with each other. They look absolutely fantastic. So thank you for joining me on this video, and thank you for all the nice comments as well on the last video and on Instagram of this guy. It actually makes it really worthwhile. So you can comment down below, you can follow me on Instagram where you'll see more pictures of this guy, and don't forget down in the description as well I'll put those paints that I've used, and obviously it does come back to help the channel if you use those links. And you can subscribe and ding that bell so you don't miss the next episode. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!